This is music, and this is a fast one. Welcome to another episode of Pulling a Fast One, a series of kind of impromptu videos where I talk about and recommend some thrash metal that I'm currently listening to or maybe have just been listening to recently. And today's fast one is Abomination's self-titled. Actually, love this cover artwork. It's very cartoony. I picked this one up recently. I don't remember if it has made an appearance in an update video already, but if it hasn't, it will at some point. That's what it looks like on the back. It's a Paul Speckmann project, and he's been in a whole lot of things like Master and so on and so forth. Now we're dealing with interesting thrash metal, I would say. At times it sounds very complex and technical, and at times it sounds quite primitive. There are some death metal elements every now and then, some riffage that sounds kind of deathy, and the vocals are very Schuldinery to my ears. Generally, it's pretty good stuff. It's very enjoyable to listen to, I would say, but it's also a bit challenging and a bit confusing. Especially rhythmically confusing. First of all, some of the vocal delivery has phrasing that kind of goes off beat compared to sort of the rhythm of the instrumentation. That can be a bit challenging or confusing to listen to. And secondly, some of the drumming sounds almost like a bag of potatoes falling down a stairwell. And it's not because it's sloppy or not tight or anything like that. It's just because the fills are just different from what I think a lot of people are used to. So it sounds a bit chaotic. Another thing is, I think maybe that, I don't know if he uses two bass drums or just a twin pedal and one bass drum, but the bass drums sound a bit different. It sounds like they're not tuned identically. So that could be a bit confusing too, especially if he does some fills with some sort of bass drum hits in between. So it's a bit confusing rhythmically, but that's also one of the things that actually make it a kind of a fun listen and challenging listen. But it's very good thrash metal with some death metal influences for sure. At some points it sounds technical. Other points sounds primitive. That's actually fairly well balanced, I would say. This one is the Dementia Records reissue. So yeah, if you are a Paul Speckmann fan, yeah, I think you should pick this one up. If you just feel like listening to something that's both sort of recognizable and has lots of conventional bits to it, but at the same time kind of challenging, and I wouldn't call it weird, but certainly challenging to listen to, I would pick this one up too. I enjoy listening to it. So Abomination, that's the fast one. Thanks for watching.